Justice must be served, said Mr. Miguel Thomas, the acting principal of the Verchilds High School, as he reported on what he believes are discrepancies in the results of several students who sat the CXC 2020 Csec examinations. Principal Thomas said he was dissatisfied with the returns, suggesting that the trends he observed were not in keeping with the results. He indicated that he has submitted an official request for review on the issues he found.
As I stand here, though, I must express some dissatisfaction with the results garnered from the CXC. As the registrar, I pride myself in looking at trends, and even as a CSEC geography teacher, I registered some dissatisfaction. For one of the strongest cohorts that I've ever entered, they returned the poorest results, all passed, but they returned the poorest results in my teaching career. That is very, very dissatisfying, and it's something that needs to be looked into. I've already penned a letter. I have looked at the trends over the years and I'm displeased, especially when all of your students would have gone in with a full SBA score. It's quite dissatisfying, and to see the profiles that the students returned, because it's wanting to examine different disciplines and recognize 100% passes, but when you scrutinize the profiles, you recognize that this does not reflect the quality of students that you would have entered, and something needs to be done. And so I'm going to take further action through the appropriate channels. We recorded a number of other discrepancies where students' grades are concerned. We are grateful again for students who would have passed, but if I might add just a few examples for those of us who are in the media and who might want to further understand what I'm talking about. In several instances, or in one instance, we had one student who did not complete a component, did not attempt a component of an exam, so the child received 0 for that component. However, the child came back with a grade 1, and the teacher is in disbelief. So that's something that must be addressed. In another instance, we had one student recording a grade 1 with 1A and 2 C's in the profile. I've never seen that in the history of anything. I'm grateful again, but that is something justice must be served. We recognize too that 2 students with the lowest SBA scores for a particular subject registered grade 1s, and the students with the highest set of scores came back with the lower grades. Those are the things that we are seeing in our local context, and we recognize that there are major discrepancies as it relates to the Verchilds High School, and I'm certain that upon closer scrutiny of the results that other principals can make similar sentiments, and I trust that we get some redress in these matters on CXC's path.
It must be stated that this kind of concern expressed by Principal Thomas is not isolated, as reports from various islands are reflecting dissatisfaction with the CXC returns, citing several types of discrepancies in student results. Glenn Bart, SKN Newsline.